morning, everyone, and welcome to day 28 of the exercise challenge. So I am making something that I have actually never made before. I don't think. I can't remember ever making it. My husband makes a minestrone soup that is super, super, super delicious. He always cooks it on the stove, and I don't have any idea how long it takes him to make. I don't think I've ever been around when he's made it, but I do have his recipe. He uses a basic recipe off of Food Network. But obviously, I'm not going to follow the recipe exactly like it calls for, because since when do I do that? But it's going to be very, very similar in terms of ingredients, very, very similar. The only thing that's not going to be in there, green beans. Maybe I'll get a bag of frozen green beans out and put them in there. Or maybe I do have a can of I don't know. Green beans might just not make it in there this time. I'm not actually 100% sure. So let me turn the camera around so you guys can see the counter and what I have on the counter in front of me, and we'll talk about this. Alrighty guys, so here's the making of what's going to be minestrone soup. So my husband does not normally add zucchini. I am going to do that. He doesn't normally add enoki mushrooms, which are right there. Oh, sorry, that's my finger. But I am definitely going to be adding those. I really, really like enoki mushrooms. And he also doesn't normally add, let's see, no, there's the stuff. Instead of tri-blend beans, he usually adds a can of pinto beans. We don't usually put roasted corn in there. So, okay, it's kind of a little bit different, but it's going to be minestrone soup regardless. It's going to be absolutely delicious. I am going to put some kale in there at the end, so that's something that's going to be different. But I don't see how this isn't going to be absolutely, absolutely wonderful with these ingredients. That is 2 very large onions, by the way, and I'm putting them all in there. So this is the ingredient lineup. And I'm going to cook most of it in the Instant Pot. I'm not really on an Instant Pot kick or anything like that at the moment, but that's what I intend to use. So I'm going to chop up the zucchini and chop up the onion and the celery. And let's see, I'm going to put into the Instant Pot, I'm going to put in the onion and the garlic and the carrots and the celery and the zucchini, the water, the seasonings, the Better Than Bouillon, no beef broth, by the way. This is the one that I'm going to be using instead of the no chicken broth. I usually use a no chicken broth. This one is really, really good for this and French onion soup. Oh my gosh, it's wonderful. It makes wonderful, wonderful French onion soup. So I'm going to put the majority of the ingredients. What am I not going to put in there? I am not going to put in the enoki mushrooms right away. I'm not going to put in the corn, and I'm not going to put in the kale. Those are the 3 things I'm going to leave out for now. I'm going to cook it on high for 3 minutes, and that's it. I'm not going to put potatoes in it. He usually makes noodles and we serve it over pasta. I'm not going to put pasta in it. I am actually going to put oat groats in there. I do have other options, like I have some pulses and I have some millet, and I've got other options. I really like what oat groats do in a soup if it's sat there for most of the day. So I'm going to make it now, and I'm going to leave it. I'm going to make it in the Instant Pot, put the other ingredients in there, and put the oat groats in there. And then I'm going to leave the kale out though, guys. I'm going to leave the kale out till closer to it being done, because I don't want it to be like just mush throughout the whole thing. That's not my idea of kale. I don't want it to be crunchy, but I don't want it to be soggy, smooth, slimy grossness either. So we're not going to do that. I'm going to put everything else in, put the oat groats in, and I will use, for this much food, probably a cup to a cup and a half. If I change that, I'll let you know. And I'm going to just let it sit. It's 3:20 in the morning right now. By the time I get the oat groats in there, it will probably be close to 4, simply because the whole Instant Pot has to come up to pressure and then cook and whatever. And then I'm going to let that simmer for about half an hour. And then I'm going to take it out and I'll show you guys. As it sits in the pot over the course of the day, the oat groats will absorb all the liquid out of it and will make this really, really decadent, creamy minestrone stew, I guess. It's not going to be soup really after that. But that's what I was going for. That's what I would like. I don't know if the dish that I take with me to work or not will be that way, but I'm hopeful. So we'll see. But I need to go get stuff in the Instant Pot and get it going so that I have time to show you guys what it looks like when it's done. And I'm really excited about this one because he makes really good minestrone soup, and I know this is very similar to what he makes. So I'm looking forward to this one. We'll see you in a little bit. Alrighty guys, I'm about ready to put stuff into the Instant Pot. I just wanted to show you. So there's my onion, celery, and carrot, and purple onion diced up that I'm going to put in there. And I'm going to put that amount of zucchini in there. 1 jar of tomatoes, a very large scoop of garlic. I've got 6 cups of water right there that I'm going to mix with 2 tablespoons of the no beef better than bouillon. And I'm going to put it into my little 6-quart Instant Pot. So I'm not actually sure if that can of beans is going to go in there or not. I am definitely going to be putting at least 1 package of enoki mushrooms and some of that corn in there for sure. We'll just see how much actually fits after I get all of this in there and cooked. But I wanted to show you where the process was at and what the food looks like. And it's going to go into that cute little pot right there. So let's get her in there. Alright guys, so here's what this looks like. The vegetables are a very nice consistency. Not overcooked, not undercooked. I am not sure, I haven't tasted it yet. I have changed it to saute on high, so that's why it's boiling right now. I'm going to add in 1 cup of oat groats. And like I said, that will actually over the course of the day become like this amazing, amazing soup. So in case you guys were curious, we get our oat groats online from Amazon, from this family. They're called GF Harvest. They're in Wyoming actually really close to where I used to live in Wyoming. They have organic oat groats, and so that's just basically the oat before anything exciting happened to it. Alright, so I'm going to put some corn in. I'm not actually going to put this whole bag of corn in, I think that would probably be too much, but I'll put like half the bag of roasted corn. This is Trader Joe's roasted corn. Also, I'm going to finish putting in a little bit more. There was a little bit of the better than bouillon stuck to the jar, so I just put some water in there. It is time for enoki mushrooms. And there is definitely room in here for the beans. So I'm going to add the can of beans and let this sit and boil for a little bit. And that is going to be some soup, guys. I'm going to let this cook for a little bit and then I will show it to you when it's all set. So I'm looking forward to this. It smells really good. See you soon. Alrighty guys, so here is the minestrone soup. It smells absolutely heavenly. It tastes absolutely wonderful. I had a little bit of it, and this liquid will mostly be sopped up by the oat groats that are floating around in the bottom by the time that it's time to eat this later. But I just thought I would show you that this is what it looks like to begin with. There'll be some liquid left, I would imagine. I'm not sure exactly how much, but I wish you guys could smell what my house smells like. It smells so good right now. I would highly recommend that you try this out. It was super easy. Chop up some stuff to begin with and then let the Instant Pot do the rest of the work, like for real. So there is the soup. And I gotta go get ready for work. So I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Hi guys. So I have left work and I'm on my way home. And that soup was awesome. Like super awesome. So I had some according to what my husband said, it did not get completely stew-ish like I kind of expected, which is actually awesome. It stayed soupy. That is probably because I used 1 cup of oats rather than 2. When I make the meatless stuffed pepper soup, I usually put in 2 cups of oats, and then it turns into this really thick, creamy thing. But this one stayed totally fine. Yeah, it was fabulous. I brought a bowl with me for my technician. She absolutely loved it, and usually when I bring her something, she needs to put hot sauce in it to make it. I mean, I know she likes the flavor of most of the stuff that I cook, but she just likes it, I guess, with a bit of a kick to it. Anyway, she didn't do that at all with this. She was like, oh my gosh, this is so good, and she just totally ate it the way that it was, no hot sauce required. Anyways, my husband had it for lunch and said it was fabulous, so it wasn't that hard. Instant Pot minestrone soup. I would highly recommend it. It was very good. Otherwise, yeah, that's about it. I did eat my salad today. I did not get my cherries eaten, so I'm bringing them home with me, and I am going to have them tonight. My husband is making sushi for supper. I'm so excited. So I'm going to go home. We don't have any bulgogi to put in it, which is just fine. But he'll put some pressed tofu in there, and it'll taste wonderful. So I'm super excited. So I will share my cherries with him when I get home. That will be very fun. We will have some sushi and some cherries. And I need to work out, and I have really been meaning to work on dancing. I know that sounds really dumb, but I wanted to. When I was in college, we used to jitterbug. Not we as in my husband and I, but we as in a group of friends. And I used to jitterbug, and yeah, I loved it. It was super fun. I can't say that I was ever any good at it. Don't get me wrong. I was heavier and probably more awkward in my body at that point than I am now. Yeah, but anyways, I really, really enjoyed it. So I thought that might be something fun that we could figure out how to do before my daughter's wedding in almost exactly a month. And I just haven't done it. So maybe we'll do something like that. I don't know. Check it and see what my husband thinks. But I haven't decided what we're going to do. But we're going to do something exercise-wise. And I am exhausted. So I have been up since 12:42 this morning. And it's now 5:16. So I'm tired. But it's okay. I haven't been up for that long. I mean, 16 plus hours is not that big a deal. There's a lot of times I'm up for 20 hours. Alrighty guys, I hope you're having a good one. I will talk to you again when I get home and let you know what it is that I am doing for some exercise. It will be hopefully something very physically active because I feel the need to move. That would be good. Work was very slow today, so being active would be nice. So I'll talk to you guys again soon. Alright guys, so we're gonna do what? Oh, we're gonna pretend we're Preston. That sounds great.
I don't want to make it clear.
Okay guys, so we are going to do, I thought we had a salsa dance thing for the Wii. We don't. We have Zumba. So that's what we're gonna do. This should be interesting. I'm not 100% sure what we're going to be doing. So anyway, so we're gonna do the tutorial or routine? Are you doing, we're doing beginner. That's probably a very good idea. So let's see what it's doing. What do you got? Ooh, nightclub. Well, we haven't done nightclub. We haven't unlocked the other ones, obviously.
We're gonna have to unlock them.
Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, it's loading. How exciting. Oh my goodness, it takes a long time to load. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do, and this is the warm-up apparently. So, there we go guys. That's what I'm gonna go do. Woo! Be a lot of fun. Bye guys. Alrighty guys, I have totally learned that I do not know how to do Zumba. There's a couple of little dance steppy thingies. We did the tutorial because we tried doing a dance and it wasn't working at all for either of us. So we did like 3-4 different tutorials, and you do them really slowly and a little bit faster and a little bit faster, a little bit faster, a little bit faster. And yeah, it just gets out of control. It's horrible. It was not good at all. So we decided to go online and looked up some country swing dance type stuff and found, what's it called? Show Her Off Dance, maybe is what it was called. I'll look it up again and I'll put a link in the description. It looks like it's gonna be really good. So we did some basic spins. I can figure out which direction to go now. That's great. Anyway, we're both tired, and like after spinning a few times I was getting really dizzy, so I think I just need some more water. So anyway, that's it for me for the day. I'm exhausted and I'm going to bed, and yeah, maybe tomorrow we'll practice some more dancing. That would be fun. Bye guys.